Welcome back to another episode of Tides of Change. Each video takes a dozen hours to bring to life, so it would really help the channel if you could leave a like. And remember, members get early access to the next episode. Now then, back to the story. Tella cannot join us for this evening, but I have come up with a clever way to deal with this. You guys rush out of the Blood Bee cave, Tazin leading the charge. Jack is the last one to leave. All of your jars have been used up now, and Tazin instructed you guys to throw them all on the ground before leaving. Just anything to placate them while they're dealing with Brachus. Whatever is going on inside that cave, you can no longer hear the sounds inside of the cave. Either he won or they won. It's not entirely clear. However, there are more bees in the wild that seem to be attracted towards the cave, and they are going inside with desperate fervor. So the pheromones that are being sent out by the blood bees are calling all agents. You guys dive into the nearest bushes. Tazin guides you guys a little further away before she feels comfortable enough to take a breath and rest. Everybody give me a perception roll. All of you notice this. As the party takes a collective breath, everybody notices that Hyacinth is about to fall off of Sylaris' shoulder. Any one of you may make an action to try and grab her before she hits the floor.
Yeah, Spira is gonna try.
Me too.
Give me a pure dex roll. Both of you reach out to catch her. However, what the two of you feel in your hands is all of a sudden a warm fur as the Ember Lion exits from Hyacinth's shadow and she lands on its soft belly. So you guys catch the Ember Lion kitten and she lands on the belly of the Ember Lion. Hyacinth's a bit dazed. She's a bit confused and she speaks up. She says, "Sorry guys, I don't do well in small places. In that cave, and she, I need to lie down." And she wraps herself in her wings, which are still injured and swollen, and she turns herself into like a little cocoon in the middle of the belly of the Ember Lion. How do you respond to this?
Stand that.
Oh, what? She can do that?
Yeah, she essentially just wraps her wings around herself, and it looks like a pink cocoon, but it's essentially her fluffy wings wrapped up like a tissue. So yeah, the Ember Lion looks down in its belly and sees the cocoon on its belly, and suddenly the cocoon sinks into the fur and disappears.
What?
Where did she go?
You've seen it do this before with the Kong, the unconscious one. I mean the dead co.
Are you okay?
I'm just like completely like terrified now. I'm like,
Intelligence roll, everybody.
We need some better intelligence.
yeah. We are not the sharpest knives in
No.
Mine is still rolling.
If someone needs strangling, we got the right person in the party.
Yeah.
Spira and Sylaris, you're holding this Ember Lion, and the two of you just remember that this is what it did when it ate the Kong. So you get the impression that it just ate Hyacinth. Nyx, though, you realize that there's no way this tiny kitten has finished its previous meal. It also came out of the shadow to protect Hyacinth from falling. If anything, it might be storing her in its shadow to take her place, so she can live in its shadow and it can live in her shadow, but not both at the same time. So essentially, it's swapped itself out and will be looking after Hyacinth.
Oh.
Yeah, very useful little bag of holding you've got there.
Very useful.
Truffles.
It starts
I mean-
purring.
Good kitty.
It's very warm to the touch. However, it doesn't like being held for too long, so it starts squirming and wriggling a little bit as it tries to want to hop out. It will follow you guys, but yeah, it doesn't want to be held for too long. It jumps out of Spira and Sylaris' hands and immediately starts rubbing up and down against Sylaris' leg. And it's definitely not because of the ocean.
So I also rub his ears and his fur.
Yes, he likes that. He approves. He will stick with the party. He will stay by your side. So, crisis averted. Tazin asks the question that two of you were initially thinking. He was like, did that Ember Lion just eat the Fae? Jax is horrified. He's just like, huh? Because he's got no memory, so he has no idea what the world is like. So he just saw this Fae get absorbed directly into the belly of this creature. It's like, that's how they eat?
No, she's fine.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Good kitty. It kind of goes towards Jack. Yeah, he doesn't approach it. Tazin, though, she stretches like, well, speaking of food, and she flashes a toothy grin at Jack, and all of her teeth are suddenly serrated, as if she's used her bone-shaping ability to alter her teeth structure. That makes him jump back a little bit, because she was initially planning on eating him. Yeah, the mer don't consider other species different.
Yeah, Spira just steps in front of him.
Ah, shucks. Well, I guess I can wait a little bit longer. And she closes her smile, and the next time she speaks, her teeth have returned back to normal. Jax just pats Spira on the shoulder and whispers like, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, the mer don't really view anyone off the menu besides Abyssal and other mer, like, because the Abyssal have the children exchange program between the two of them. So yeah, they don't want to send back children with trauma. Yeah, if you guys had left Jax alone with Tazin, there would only be one very shortly. Tazin sits down on a nearby rock, and her leg starts tapping up and down. She's frustrated. She says, I was actually planning on feeding you guys to the Blood Bee Queen, but I took such a liking to Sylaris here that I decided to follow through with my promise. Remember when you rolled that plus 20 on negotiation?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was planning on pushing you off the bridge down towards the royal entrance.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, that is my
He
blood
was
bee
going
farm. My honey Starmie even calls me his blood honey, remember? That was my farm. I am good friends with the queen. I am accepted there, and I was planning on bringing them snacks. But yeah, things changed. I got to know you. She looks at Sylaris again. She doesn't consider anyone else like on the same level.
I side-eye her as... Well, good thing that Brachus came and they got their little snacks, hopefully.
Ah, so that was Brachus. I never actually got to meet him. I met some of his men, but I never got to meet him directly. Huh. How likely is it that you think that he could survive that?
I don't know. Well, it depends on the bees. I never fought the bees, so maybe he can survive. But if he survives, he's going to come back a lot more stronger. So I hope he doesn't.
Well, that is a problem. Too, well, yes, the Co's natural affinity for brutality. She smiles again at Jax. Says, but at the same time, that is my blood bee farm. So if he's killed the queen, it's going to complicate things. Her leg tapping resumes again, and she explains that if that stupid ape has killed the queen, then the hive is going to be off limits for months. It's going to take forever for the hive to birth a new queen, and then I'm going to have to befriend them all over again. The royal jelly will help, but she mumbles about the royal jelly.
Well, since we are already at this side of the mountain, you can go back and check on the queen.
Fair, but I wonder. The queen was outside of her chambers before, and I've never seen her outside of there. I visited that place many times, and I've always had to go to her chambers itself. To see her outside of the chambers, maybe I should. You can ask her about it if you're curious, or not.
About the jelly?
Yeah.
What this jelly is.
All bees have something called royal jelly. It's usually an exclusive meal that's only fed to the queen itself or the upcoming queens and kings. When it comes to blood bees, though, it has unique properties in that it contains the collective memories of the hive. Not the entire species, but rather just that hive. It has something to do with the location. I don't know. I'm not an expert on all the weird magical properties of things, but hopefully if I meet the next queen, she might remember me through the previous queen's experiences. But I've never gotten to eat the jelly myself, so the fastest way would maybe to try it. She's contemplating. I have no idea what it tastes like, though. Spira and Sylaris, give me an intelligence roll. Oh, wow. Okay, so both of you realize that this rare material, this royal jelly that Tazin is speaking of would be fantastic for your alchemy set if you wish to brave the mountain again. Additionally, since you guys both rolled so high, you also realize that if, and I say this if Brachus has survived, it will mean that he will have access to the royal chambers where the royal jelly should be. The royal chambers that the queen was strangely outside of. I leave you with this temptation.
You know I'm a hoarding a loot goblin. I have to have it now.
You also know that Spira does not like haste, and she just got stung by a blood bee. She's not going back.
Yeah, you're down a party member. Your healer has been stung, and the unicorn children are getting further away.
Yeah.
You might be able to come back another day. You never know. Or the next time you go to a blood bee cave.
Sure, this cave
Oh,
will
I
be
mean,
here.
the
This would be
time.
perfect.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
This would be the perfect time because of Brachus. Because he already probably killed a lot of bees, so the danger is not that high.
It's still
But
inside of the mountain.
risk is
I mean, you did gain a Ember Lion.
we still have to save the children.
But Tazin will not be joining you. Her agreement was to get you guys through the cave. She considers the mountain off limits for the next few months.
Okay, maybe let's come back another time.
Is that the collective agreement of the party?
Yes.
Yeah.
Side quest denied.
Ah. On the other hand, though, we can do it until Hyacinth gets better to not leave her out of a portion of the main quest.
How are you getting Spira on inside of a cave again?
Afterwards,
She's not going.
By asking nicely.
She's not going by asking nicely. You would have to
That's
drag
not
her
going to
in.
happen.
Pretty please. Come on, you also have alchemy, and maybe you would also benefit from it.
Yeah,
No,
I would like it. I would like to use it on Jack here. I'm not going inside of the cave though.
looking at Nick. Maybe you can help.
Mm,
Oh,
Probably after the children.
What was I
I can
thinking?
keep-
Asking a kitsune.
Well, you know what? Never mind.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to be so mean to you. If they really don't want to go back, I won't force them. Nor Nix, nor Spira.
If you want to dip in yourself, you can. If the others agree to wait outside.
Oh,
Do a side
I'm
quest. You
I'm
can
not
always do a
so
side
good.
quest.
Yeah.
I'll let the others
No.
listen in.
No, thank you.
You don't want to go inside?
Not alone.
The group has decided another day when the hive is maybe not so wild. Also, if the hive has memories, there's a potential that they will remember your peaceful passage through. I mean, you didn't even injure a single one of their larvae when Spira and Jax fell through. Maybe, just maybe, the hive will remember you in the future as a non-threatening entity, unlike a certain monkey who may or may not be alive. Tazin says to you guys, well, this is it. A deal's a deal. Even though I didn't earn anything from this, it was an adventure. I didn't even get some snacks for the road. She looks at Jax one more time. Like, please, just a nibble.
Spira just glares at her.
Fine. She waves at you guys and then activates her camouflage. And for a brief moment, you can barely see where they are as they almost blend in with the background perfectly. And you just see the shifting of bushes and trees moving as you can vaguely make out her shape. She shifts the patterns across her skin as she moves through the forest once more. If you hadn't seen her just do this, you wouldn't have even realized she was still there. She's gone. Who knows? Maybe she'll return in the future. All right. You guys need to know that you got to head towards the beach. That was what she told you at the village. Go to the beach. It'll be the easiest way to head up the coast towards Oppa.
Finally, I will see some ocean.
It doesn't take long. It only takes about an hour or two of trekking through the jungle. Or do you want to fly?
Could probably fly.
Can we?
You can.
I
I
mean,
mean, if we're at the beach, we could probably fly over the water, right?
The Dream Eaters were mostly trouble on the other side of the mountain, so it would be less likely to
Okay.
have more of them here. So you can either trek through the forest towards the beach and then fly, or you can like take a chance and fly right now to the beach.
but is Spira well enough?
Good point. We'll have to roll to see if you can use your primal.
Did get stung.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
going to swell.
Yeah. I have some rubbing, some alcohol we can pour on it to make sure it doesn't get too inflamed.
Also, one other thing, you got to try and convince Truffles to climb on top of a Pegasus summon. That might be a bit tricky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Truffles
Or
can't
he
hide
can
in the
just sit on
shadow
my
right
lap.
now.
I mean, you can try and teach him. We'll have to do some animal handling rolls. I mean, this is a great time to bond with the new party member.
Pet training.
So what does the party want to do? Do you want to walk? Do you want to fly? Do you want to teach Truffles how to sit?
Well, first of all, we have to see if Spira is doing okay.
Mhm.
Okay. The group can give a collective roll, and Spira, you do an apothecary roll, and then the other two will do a dexterity and intelligence checks to see how well they follow your instructions.
That's apothecary and intelligence.
Yeah. So it'll be your apothecary intelligence.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't
Oh,
follow
no.
instructions. No. It's a crusade.
Sylaris, you get distracted and start playing
Oh.
with Truffles.
Yeah, it's so me.
Spira, the burning sensation of the venom, the blood bee's venom finally kicks in, and it becomes very difficult for you to explain coherently what is supposed to be done. And Nyx very shakily tries to follow through with your instructions. The alcohol stings because Nyx uses quite a bit of it. You'll probably have to restock on some of that once you get back to Oppa. Meanwhile, Sylaris and Truffles are bonding. They
Yeah.
Does he like that again? Yes, he does. You two are bonding. The stronger the bond that Truffle makes with the group, the more likely it will be to follow through with your animal handling roles. So, in a way, it kind of helps here. Spira, this sting sucks. You're gonna have to have somebody do some better treatment on it because you can't see it and you can't reach it. Nyx is doing their best.
I'm doing. This is enough. I think this is enough. Maybe I should add some more.
Ow.
No dirt. No dirt in it.
Ow. Okay, so I will give you guys the options here. You can try and take the flight, but Spira will have a debuff with the concentration on the spell. Or you guys can walk through the forest and take this as an opportunity to get Truffles to feel more comfortable with the party.
Yeah, I think we should just go walk through the forest.
Okay,
Probably. Can I just first give Jack some herbs to chew for his headache?
you give him some grass from the set that Wolfenstein had given you before, and he chews on it, and it seems to have a painkiller effect to it. He chews on the grass. He's like, oh wow, that really helps. I can start to see different colors again. He's like,
Good.
you just went through a cave with only being able to see in grayscale. Yeah. So his vision improves a bit as well. You guys might remember from last week that he was slowing the party down in the cave with his physical capabilities. You're not sure if he's malnourished or if he's just weak or what's happening with him, but yeah, he's definitely below average physically. Okay, we're gonna do a survival roll, and now let's also include animal handling for everybody.
Of course.
Oh. Nobody.
Can we roll again?
Wait a minute, I got a roll for Hyacinth.
Oh, I guess Hyacinth has animal handling.
Well, it fits her, so I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Okay,
does.
hold on, let me add that to their
It
character
does.
sheet. You can hear Hyacinth's voice every now and then from within the shadow, just be like, Still feeling a bit dizzy, but good kitty. Which Truffles responds with a purr.
That's so in character. That's so in character.
So, yeah, Truffles can hear much clearer because it's his shadow. So, yeah, he responds with a good purr and forms a stronger bond. We'll jump forward a little bit now. Yeah, you guys reach the ocean waves. The beaches are pristine and clean. Sylaris, you have an opportunity to take a quick swim.
Yes, I'm jumping right in the ocean.
Splash.
Splash. Oh, this feels so good.
Nyx and Spira, you're both standing on the beach. The warmth of the sun-baked sand rubs between your toes. Each of you can respond to this in your own way. You might like it or hate it. It's up to you.
Who hates the ocean?
Spira's
Wow,
just
the
gonna
ocean
close
looks
her
pretty
eyes and just
from on land.
enjoy the breeze.
Ocean looks pretty right now on land, but being out there is a different story.
After a brief while, Sylaris, do you emerge from the beach or do you stay in the water and just follow them along the coast? You can't do that.
I would rather just follow them in the water.
Okay, so you guys just see this deep green head bobbing in and out of the water, and Sylaris signals to you guys to go ahead with them as they swim parallel to you guys. Sylaris can swim at the same pace that you guys can walk. In fact, Sylaris can swim at the same speed that you can run. So water is definitely their element. Truffles. What is Truffles? Yeah, Truffles is playing in the sand. He's rolling up and down like on his back in the sand and is going a little bit crazy because he's never been to a beach before and this is the world's biggest litter box. So running up and down the beach and rolling in the sand, and every now and then you can occasionally hear Hyacinth screaming, "What are you doing?" as he dives into the sand. I mean, she's safe in there, but she can kind of sense what's going on out there by the sounds of it. Okay, let's see. It is almost after you walking up and down the beach a little bit. Spira, your wings, your left shoulder and your left shoulder wing have both started to swell up something fierce. The application of the alcohol definitely helps with the pain and preventing infection. You do get the impression that if you rest it, you might be flight ready tomorrow. The sun is setting, so you guys have been walking for a couple hours up the beach, but you guys can either sleep in the forest or on the beachfront. It's entirely up to you. There is plenty of wood since you're right next to a forest.
Is there any chance we can reach Oppa and just rest there? Or it's still far away?
You could push yourselves if you want to. It just means that you'll probably arrive either in the middle of the night or the early hours of the morning. So you're not sure how many people might be there.
And my back is also probably gonna get worse and worse the more I move.
So but it is entirely up to you. If you feel like you're pressed for time, you can push forward. But if you want to rest, then you can.
I'd like to sleep in the water.
Yep, you can do that. Nyx and Spira, what are your thoughts on this? Do you want to push ahead or do you want to pace yourself?
We should pace ourselves. I feel like we've been just going non-stop.
We have been.
Yeah, you guys have had like one okay night's sleep in about a week and a bit.
I'm surprised we are still going and haven't collapsed yet.
You guys will need to gather some wood for a fire. You might want to set up something to sleep and food. Who wants to do what?
Can I gather the firewood and make the fire?
Yeah.
I can try to catch some fish.
You can handle fish raw easily because
Thing to sleep on or make sure to break the wind just like we do in the herd.
it shouldn't be too hard to find wood in a forest.
And fish in the ocean.
And fish in the ocean with a fishing specialist.
But watch me as I roll a 1. Oh,
And Spira has set up plenty of camps.
Kitsune still struggles with wood.
It's hard to find wood around here, okay?
Forest. Right.
Right. So you
It's
guys,
nothing but leaves! It's all leaves on the floor!
yeah, it's mostly leaves
can
and wet
burn as
and wet
well.
wood. Yeah. You are very proud of what you've gathered, but Sylaris has no idea whether this is good or bad because again, underwater society. Spira, though, you realize the error of Nyx's ways. You get the impression that Nyx might not be accustomed to sleeping in the great outdoors. However, you set up your camp really nicely. You were able to string together some wooden pieces together so that you have some hanging beds between trees, so you won't be sleeping on the ground with the insects. If you want, you can assist Nyx on trying to get some more firewood. Sylaris, you're catching plenty of fish.
I'm gonna help.
Yeah. Okay, Sylaris and Nyx, give me another survival roll, and this time whoever rolls the highest one will be what the outcome is. So yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that's a pure 20.
Whoa. Okay. Yep. So with Spira's guidance and Nyx's learning capabilities, the two of you succeed in finding suitable wood for a fire. And when the two of you emerge out of the forest again, you see Truffles has been gorging himself on what appears to be a small mountain of fish that Sylaris has been yeeting out of the ocean one after the other. Sylaris is that crit success. Sylaris.
I caught all the fish I could find.
Sylaris is a biological disaster for this area of the ocean.
Our oceans will never be the same again.
Yeah.
But that is good. That will have some extra. It's good to have extra food on you in the forest.
Truffles has gorged himself, so you can see there's already a pile of bones that he's been chewing on. Yeah, you guys get a fire going. You've got some good beds. Sylaris, you found while you were hunting for fish, you were keeping an eye out for good spots where you could sleep. So you found a nice little cave. You had a very convincing one-on-one conversation with a moray eel, and it has relocated to a new home.
At least I did not eat them, so
Yeah, fair.
it's a win for them.
Exactly. So you guys have an absolute feast, and the food coma kicks in hard. Truffles goes up to Nyx and Spira and gently puts its paw on whose hand? Who wants to accept the paw from Truffles?
I want to.
Okay.
He's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
So you accept the offering of a paw from Truffles. And he's pitch black, by the way. He's more of a panther than a lion, but they're called ember lions. So he puts his little toe beans on your paw. And as he pulls it away, you see Hyacinth, still in her cocoon, has been placed in your hand. His eyes look up towards you, and his tail flicks in and out a little bit, and he dashes into the forest. You get the impression that he is going to be keeping watch over you guys while everybody else stays asleep. So he's just like, protect this, and dashed off into the forest.
Oh, he's
The
such a good
Truffles.
boy.
Good Truffles. Well done.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. So the last thing that Nyx and Spira see are the two orange eyes of Truffles disappearing into the darks of the forest. All right. Is there anything anybody wants to do or discuss or talk about before you call it an evening? I mean, the food is great, so the food coma is kicking in. But if you want to RP between the three of you a little bit before then, this is the chance.
Vera kind of wants to try some alchemy at like trying to make something to strengthen Jack's spirits because he had like disturbed spirits.
Oh
thrown
yeah,
his head.
Jack is with us.
Yeah, Jack is with us.
Yeah, he was keeping an eye on Truffles while you guys went into the forest. Jax is a bit hesitant, but he agrees. Sylaris, you can also participate in this as well because you've also got alchemy. So the two of you can do a combined roll to try and
Okay.
perform an analysis ritual. Thankfully, you've got a fantastic canvas in the sand here. A roll of composure, resolve, and arcana. 27. The two of you use some of the sticks that Nyx found earlier, the wet wood that wasn't going to be useful for the fire, and you use that to draw the alchemy shapes in the sand where Jax is sitting. It takes a while, but you guys remember perfectly the inscriptions that Arista taught you on the basics of alchemy. What you're doing here is that the two of you will be using this circle to send out your own individual spirit to interact with the subject. In this case, it is Jack, in order to explore the properties of it. And then those spirits will loop through the alchemy circle once more and return to you, giving you guys the information that your spirits have gleaned from. So as the two of you pour your spirits into the formula, you can see that the beach lights up with a glow as the spirits race along the drawings in the sand. Jax is a little concerned. He's like, is there anything I should do? Or do I just stay here? His eyes are locked on the moving light.
You just stay there. We're just gonna see if we can help you even more, okay?
Okay, I trust you. As the lights finally reach the inner circle of the last part of the pattern, the light appears from all corners of the circle and envelops him. You guys can no longer see Jax within it, but the warm glow of this light soon fades as it shrinks down and drips down. So it forms a sphere around him, and then almost as if a bubble had popped, the spirits drop back down to the floor, re-enter into the alchemy circle, and flow in the opposite directions this time, because each of the spirits had a slightly different color. So Sylaris and Spira, you can choose what the color of your natural spirits are. That's entirely up to you. Do you want to pick them now or later?
Mine is teal.
Mine is sky blue.
Teal and sky blues follow in the opposite tracks of the circle. So where the ones went before, they've now swapped places as they loop around and return back to their owners. The two of you gain the following information. Sylaris, you realize that this individual is through and through a true blank that Tazin mentioned before back in the village, because they had no idea what he was. Could have been a seraph who hadn't got their wings. It could have been something else. It could have been a human. It could have been a blank. You have no idea what it was. The results of your spirit's investigation have found that yes, this is a true blank. In fact, it is a thrope blank. So this means that he was born to thrope parents. However, he gained none of their traits. So he doesn't have the dog ears or the cat ears or the dog tail or the cat tail or the ability to transform
Thank God.
during a full moon. So he is technically a thrope, but he has a full curse of humanity, which means that he will have none of the powers or the magics of the thrope, the natural magic. However, it does mean that he is still capable of starting a family with another thrope. So he is capable of having thrope children. It's just that he's a full blank. The stigma within societies varies. So blanks are, as mentioned last week, blanks are kind of mistreated because they're seen as no different to humans by most other species. Socially, not so sure, but instinctually, he's a thrope. Spira, you gleaned quite a bit more information from the investigations of your spirit. You have found that there seems to be some sort of interference happening within the natural flow of spirits within his body. There seems to be a congestion of some kind occurring along the natural circuits within the body of the spirits. The sort of natural flow of spirits through his body seems to be blocked or being congested along his neck and around his head, which might have a connection towards the amnesia that he has. So you gain a strong suspicion that this was done intentionally to him. And that is the results of your investigation. Good use of the alchemy. As you guys use it more, I will be giving you guys increased in skills on that. So don't worry, like you guys are making applications of it pretty well. Nyx, what are you doing during?
Kind of watching all this and amazed by all the spirit.
If there's anything you want to practice as well while you're here, if you want to just practice using your fire magic or your katana swings.
Can I practice making shapes using the fire?
Yes, you can.
Like different fire shapes?
Give me a roll. Resolve, composure, and arcana. Again, training is important.
So,
sharpening the basics is important.
3.
You start drawing symbols in the sky with your fire magic. The flames, you start to get a feel for how it follows the motion of your hand and the gestures that you can make in order to control the finer details of the flames. So with enough practice, you start to thread the metaphorical needle with the fire. You can contort it into a whip-like shape before it loses its integrity.
Fire whip.
Yeah, so it looks like a snake flying through the sky as you're twisting and guiding and turning it. Yeah, Jax is just watching in amazement because he is essentially ignorant to everything right now. So for him, it's like, Spira and Sylaris actually informed Jack the results of your study.
I think we should.
Yeah, we probably should.
So what did you learn?
Well, we learned that you're actually a thrope, which is basically a cat or dog person, but you don't actually have the cat or dog ears.
Oh, I've never met one before, so that's good to know though. That's really good. Anything else?
And you can have a family
probably
with
have
one.
them met them.
I can? Oh, well, that's also really good to know.
I also saw that there is, like, everybody has spirits in their body, and you have as well, but they don't flow correctly through your neck and head.
Oh.
And that probably has something to do with you not really remembering things.
Oh, and how would I get that fixed? I mean, getting my memories back seems kind of important.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get them back. I can try some things probably, but I don't really know.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you. All of you. You saved my life. I was going to be dinner. I wasn't even going to have dinner tonight if it hadn't been for you guys. So, I don't know if there's much I can do to give you guys something in return for your thanks, but all I can say is that I'm grateful that you saved my life.
We are getting to a Thrope village though. Somebody might recognize you.
Maybe you have a family there that you don't know.
Maybe. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. I say we see how things go, how things play out. He goes and sits next to the bedding area and just stares into the fire as he contemplates this information overload he just revealed about his existence, who he is, what he can do. Yeah, he needs to process for a bit. Okay, so then you guys will wrap it up for the evening. So you go to sleep in your various ways, and for the first time in a long time, you finally get to have a good night's sleep. You don't have to worry about ambushes because you've got truffles. Your bellies are full of food. You've got relatively comfortable bedding that's not full of insects on the floor. And Sylaris, you are finally sleeping in the ocean again after 3 months. It's been 3 months since you last got to have a sleep in the ocean. Yeah. It's been a long
That's
time.
a dehydrated abyssal.
I mean, it was a rainforest, so... I mean, the most brutal part for you on this journey so far was the training with Zenai at the top of the mountain, because the air was thin, cold, and dry. You guys wake up the next morning and you realize everyone has slept in. It is late in the morning. It seems everybody really needed that sleep. We're talking a good like 12 plus hours of sleep. Like it was a
Oh my god.
solid nap. You see Truffles is lying down among the many bushy tails of a sleeping Nyx. Truffles found a warm place to sleep next. Faye's like, oh wow.
I do have three fluffy pillows.
Yeah. So yeah, Truffles came back after watching until sunrise and then decided that it was his turn to nap. You notice that Hyacinth is also, he must have silently plucked Hyacinth away from Spira while Spira was asleep, because Hyacinth is nestled underneath his paws. And when the group wakes up, Truffles wakes up with everyone else as well. He stretches a little bit, and Hyacinth, still feeling a bit sick from the cave experience, decides to pet Truffles on the head, who takes her into his shadow again. Hyacinth is like, I'm sorry guys, I still need to recover from yesterday. And she disappears inside the Ember Lion. All right, you guys have a quick fish breakfast, and it is now off to Oppa. Spira, give me an apothecary roll for the state of your wing and your shoulder. So you do feel like you're capable of flying. It will be quite rough though. You can attempt your primal soul if you'd like to use that to help get the party to Oppa sooner. The thoughts of the children come back into your mind, so this is entirely your decision on how you want to do it. You have had a good night's rest, so you do feel like you're capable of pushing yourself. Whether you want to push yourself or not is entirely up to you.
But it will be like more pushing my spirits and not my body,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because my body can kind of rest.
Yeah. Plus, your character has been developing a lot of stamina. Like, I think you have the highest stamina in the entire party. Yes, you do. So, Spira, what is it that you're going to do? It is a new dawn. It is a new day.
Guys, what do you say about we fly there? I think
Are
I
you
can
up
just...
to it?
I would rather sit on my summons, but yeah.
All right.
I think it will be
Okay.
easier for my shoulder if we just fly on my summons.
All right.
In that case, Spira, give me a spellcast. Nice. All right. Yep. You have gotten really good at using your primal soul. In fact, give me one more as well. So another +9 roll for the summons magic as well. I'm not going to worry about this one too much. I just want to see if it's a crit fail. Okay. Yeah. No, you nail it. You nail it. Okay, yep. You split your soul into multiple summons, one for each member of the party. And who is going to take Truffle?
Me.
Me.
Okay, so Sylaris, you want truffles?
Yes.
Right. Okay, give me an animal handling roll. So that will probably be your charisma. Yeah, your charisma and charisma and manipulation. Let's see if you can wrangle this cat on top of a giant horse. Pony. Yeah, he listens to you. He
Yay.
hops up onto your lap and he's tired. He was awake for most of the night, so he's been doing a lot of running, so he's out of energy. So yeah, he sits on your lap and sort of purrs a little bit and starts to fall asleep while you're about to take off. So he isn't even aware that he's about to become airborne. The party takes off. It only takes a few, maybe an hour and a bit, but eventually you guys see the familiar sight of the town from which you first arrived on Tarnithia. The familiar shape of the buildings and the wall that surrounds the external part of the Thrope town. Again, this is the only Thrope settlement on the continent, so the design is very much Thrope in nature. You can see that medieval European style village. As you're swooping in, where do you guys want to go exactly? Do you want to go to the mayor area? Do you want to go to the blacksmith area? Do you want to go to the port? Dr. Sue's destroyed house? Where do you want to go?
Oh, maybe the mayor. The mayor should know more than a lot of people. Maybe.
So which one?
Let's go to the mayor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys land outside of Mayor Laura's house. The Spira, your primal soul, dissipates and returns to you, and you notice that the stamina exertion this time was barely noticed. I mean, you cast it perfectly and the duration was not significant at all, so you feel like you're still in top condition. So no debuffs, no worries, no concerns. You are well rested and yeah, you made good distance. You guys knock on the door of Laura's house. However, nobody responds within. Laura doesn't seem to be at their house right now. Some people in the village look at you as they're going about their daily lives. Some of them recognize you, some of them don't. Some of them have never seen you before. So you're getting a lot of looks because, again, none of you are a Thrope, and the one who may have been a Thrope now has 3 tails. No more using that trick.
Okay. Blended in here.
Yeah, you'll have to use your 1-tail ability to blend in now. Where do you guys head?
Let's go to the port. Maybe we can find something, some clues.
Does anybody remember what you were supposed to find here?
The keyword is Oleander.
Is it Oleander?
It was.
Double checking my notes.
Yeah, Oleander was.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm so proud of you guys. DM is happy. Sorry, DM happy noises. Okay, so you're trying to find Agent Oleander in this town somewhere. Everybody give me perception checks. Truffles only woke up as you guys were coming down for the descent, and he was gonna freak out a little bit, but you landed before he could
I can't
anyway.
believe this.
Unbelievable. Yeah, you are 100% distracted by Truffles, Sylaris.
Yes, I am. You should give
He is
me
pretty
animal handling
cute,
as
to
well.
be fair.
Spira and Nyx, though, as you're walking through the town and heading towards the dock at the port, you hear the telltale ringing of the blacksmith that you guys talked to before. He's still whacking away, and you guys rolled well enough that you also hear a familiar voice of a Thrope cat lady yelling at him about the noise that he's making.
Oh, she's over at the blacksmith. We should have guessed.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. As you guys approach, you see the familiar sight of Prot banging away at his blacksmith and Laura, the mayor of Oppa, yelling at him to keep the noise down on a Sunday. Yes, you guys arrived on a Sunday. Again.
Question. In which phase is the moon right now?
Ooh, good point. Good point. We're there 6 weeks there. Yeah, you don't have to worry. It's about 2.5 weeks away. So yeah, you're good.
Fine.
Bad memories.
Wouldn't that be funny if it'd be that night or
But this time with the whole town.
Oh, yeah, no.
to be fair, at least there is land for you guys to escape to, an ocean for the
An ocean for me, yes.
Yeah.
Land.
Yes. All right. So they haven't noticed you yet because they're still yelling at each other. You get the impression that this is a regular occurrence on a Sunday for the two of them. Do they spot you? Okay, so Laura is completely focused on her mission to stop the noise, but Prot spots the group and he waves. He's like, "Oh, welcome back, my customers. How's Locktow doing? Did Ginkgo enjoy his gift?" Laura whips her head around and is like, "Oh, you're back. What do you got?"
Bro, he very much enjoyed his gift. In fact, one of us is his sworn daughter.
Ooh, he rubs his hands together. He's like, "Oh, I can't wait to tell my brother and sister-in-law." He rubs his hands together. He's like, "Ah, that's amazing." So which one of you is he looks at the three of you?
He's resting right now.
Oh, the little Fae. The one who wanted me to do something for her, to make some kind of magical thing. Did she ever get to meet the Quay? Spira, you would remember that he told Hyacinth to go and meet the Quay if they wanted some magical items made. So yeah, you guys haven't.
Yeah, not yet. There were some other complications.
Fair enough. I mean, the Monkey King's home is in one direction and the Quay are in pretty much the opposite. So I guess that kind of checks out. Laura, on the other hand, is just like, "Where's Denai? How are things going? Did you guys manage to track down that devil?"
No.
We ran into a bit of some other trouble.
Oh, she puts her hand against her head. It's just like, "So every time I meet you, there's trouble? I know it's not your fault, but it really does feel like it follows you around. The town's not going to get destroyed again."
This time we're following the trouble.
Oh, you're saying there's already trouble in my town? She dips her head and she gets serious this time. Like her cat ears like flick back a little bit as she is not angry at you, but just the idea that somebody is up to no good in her town.
Seems like it.
Ooh, well, go on, tell me more. I'm curious.
Well, we are looking for 2 unicorn children that were kidnapped. And based on the clue we got, they are in your town.
Does the name Oleander tell you anything?
She takes a deep breath as she thinks. She goes, "No, I've not seen any unicorns ever in my life, let alone 2 unicorn children in the town. If they really are here, then that means somebody brought them in probably during the night, which means I'm going to have a chat with the night guard. Secondly, Oleander. She's thinking. No, the only thing I know about Oleander is that colloquially we call it dog's bane over here. Fun fact, that's actually what Oleander's subgenus is part of. They are actually poisonous to dogs. They are known as dog's bane.
Well, it's just a code name, so
Code name. So this Oleander is a someone.
perhaps, yes.
Well,
Our clue was really cryptic, so we don't really know the details.
I do have some Oleander at my house, so I can show you what it looks like if you've not seen it before. But I don't have enough space for all of you to stay at my place, so you probably have to stay at the tavern. At this, Prot laughs as he bangs on his hammer one more time, which causes Laura's hair to stand on end again. And he's like, "Oh, excellent! You can stay at my brother's tavern." as he bangs on his hammer as he resumes his work. Yes, Prot's brother runs one of the taverns in the town. I guess that would do nicely. They do have a little bit of a business agreement where if you stay at one, you get a discount at the other, or if you commission one, you get a discount at the other. So yes, if you're looking to have something forged or repaired, then staying at the tavern at the Paw Claw will get you a discount on the blacksmith. Prot over here. Just not on a Sunday, please. she begs you, please.
Thank you.
And
And if you ever find out something, either from the night guards or from anyone else, you can just come to the tavern. We will be there.
Yes, I'll drop by later. I'll go and grab some of the Oleander I have at my house. Obviously, I don't bring it around town usually because let's just say half our population doesn't respond well to it. But Prot, if you ever want to come over for a cup of tea on a Sunday, you're more than welcome to. She jokes. Because yeah, he's a dog variety and she's a cat variety. He laughed, but respectfully doesn't bang down after that. So yeah, she says, I'll meet you at the Paw Claw. Yeah, I'll bring some of the Oleander with me, and maybe that might help with the investigation. I'll also go and speak to the guards on the way back as well. She stomps away, and Prot is like, well, I guess I'll just take it to my brother's then. as he puts his tools down, he's like, I was pretty much finished anyway. as he puts down, it seems like he almost does this on purpose just to irritate Laura. So yeah, Prot will lead the group now. Do you guys want to head straight there, or do you want to look around a bit more, or do you want to ask him questions? What do you guys want?
I'm just wondering, should I warn the mayor that maybe vampires are involved as well, or that would be too much information?
Should we ask the mayor if she recognizes Jack or anyone who looks similar to Jack?
Oh,
He could
that's a
be
good point
this.
too.
yeah. Okay, that's actually a very good point. I keep forgetting about him. Yeah, before Laura storms off, she asks about Jack. She's just like, who is this?
That's
We
a good
found
question.
him.
This
Village.
You found him in a mer village, alive, uneaten, with all his bones intact.
well,
Yeah, it's
they
a
were
long
going
story.
to eat him.
Well, so they were like saving him for later or something.
Basically,
Yes.
yeah.
Probably.
She smiles nervously and she says, usually stories of the mer is what we tell our children to scare them from not going into the forest at night. But yeah, I didn't actually think they were real. Jack, it is. As you have seen, this is my town and I run a tight ship here. I don't want any trouble. But yeah, what is it that you're going to be doing as well? Are you sticking with them or what are you doing? He scratches the back of his head and he says, honestly, I don't actually know. This place feels good. It feels good, so I might stay a while if that's okay, I guess. And she nudges Spira because Spira and Dr. Wolfenstein got along so well. So Laura basically has high opinion of Spira, and essentially says, "What's wrong with him?
He lost his memories. He is a throwaway, though.
Oh, he's a blank.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very rare. It does happen, but we haven't had a blank in the village in a long time. I can't remember the last time. I think it was maybe when I was a little girl. So yeah, it seems that nobody recognizes him here, so this might not be where he's from. But yeah, it seems that she's not too dissuaded by him being a blank, but rather she's just more interested in who exactly he is. You know? Not what he is, who he is.
What kind of person he is.
Exactly. She just doesn't want trouble. She already had to deal with a demon 3 months ago.
Now there's vampires and mer people in the forest.
Exactly. Yeah, she doesn't know about the vampires yet. You guys haven't told them about that. Oh yeah, Jack basically says, so I lost my memory, and thanks to the help of everyone here, I managed to make it here. Is there like a doctor I can see, talk to, find out what's wrong with me? And Laura winces when they hear this, and she says to the group, like, you didn't tell him, did you?
Not really.
Tell me what. He looks at the group as everyone is sort of staring at him. Tell me what.
Doctor here had an accident.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. As he dips his head down a little bit, he didn't realize. Yeah, Laura sighs a bit and is like, yeah, we haven't had much luck in finding a replacement after the others left. I mean, Dr. Wolfenstein is an amazing doctor, but he works for the Hicks family, so yeah, he couldn't stay. They left. And with that, she's like, okay, I should go and speak to the guards. I will see you guys at the Paw Claw. And Prot is like, okay. Right, so you guys now have a chance. She leaves and Jack is just like, well, I'll follow you guys, I guess, if I'm gonna stay here, I might as well be at the Paw Claw with you first. What do you guys do? Do you want to, Prot will take you to the Paw Claw, but you can ask him questions or check other parts of the village as well if you want, the town. It's entirely up to you.
I think we should settle in the tavern first, and then we can go and discover the different parts of the city. Maybe we can find some other clues.
Okay, good. Okay, so you guys follow Prot as he goes through the town. You see it's not as bustling as it was when you first arrived. There are not as many Sonwu as before. It seems that whenever Hadrian and Jareth's ship arrives is when the town comes to life as everybody starts getting excited for trade. So the town is much quieter compared to your first impressions of it. You reach the tavern building and you see the shape of the signage above the building's entranceway, and it is called the Paw and Claw. You see a dog paw on the left and a cat's paw on the right with its claws extended. So, yes, it's called the Paw and Claw for a reason. As you enter into the tavern, Prot calls out and is like, "Brother, customers!" You see an identical looking man poke his head out from the kitchens and runs over and he goes, "Customers!" And he slaps his brother in a big hug. And he's like, "You brought customers? Yeah. Well, obviously, brother, you got to give them a discount when they come back for you for anything." He's like, "Oh, of course, of course." A lady's head also pops out from behind the kitchen. This time it's a cat thrope, and she bounces over and is basically super excited to see Prot as well. She's like, "Oh, how's my brother-in-law doing?" As she runs over and gives him a kiss on the cheek. Perception roll, everybody. Okay. Laura comes running back and she almost fell over, but Sylaris, you saw chasing after you guys, and you managed to catch her just in time. And yeah, she stands back up a bit out of breath. But before she can even explain why she came running back, the wife of Prot's brother squeals and screams and shouts, "Sister!" She swings her arms over her and like starts swinging her around. Yes, Prot the blacksmith and Laura the mayor are brothers-in-law. Which is why
That explains a lot.
yes. Laura is not as impressed being swung around by her big sister. But her sister is bigger than her, but it's her little sister. It's her younger sister, but she's physically bigger than her. So she swings Laura around, but Laura's kind of out of breath and is a bit dizzy now. So it's just like, okay, wait. Well, sis, hold on. Isabel, please, Isabel. So Isabel puts down Laura, and then Isabel immediately spots Truffles, and she screams again, and she's just like, "And who is this beauty?" As she crouches down down to her ankles and holds out a hand towards Truffles, who immediately starts to back up with his heckles raised as he goes, and she's like, it's okay. And she blinks slowly, and Truffles sort of calms down a little bit, and she starts petting Truffles. She's a fellow cat lover, and she is a cat. So, yeah.
I feel like that comes with the territory.
Yeah. Prot introduces his brother and Isabel to the rest of you guys. It is just like, yep, so this is my brother Trop. I'm Prot and he's Trop. We're identical twins. And our parents thought it would be funny to spell our names backwards. As they stand, then they laugh identically as well, in exactly the same manner. They laugh in unison. And Laura, having a bit dizzy, and goes, "And this is Isabel, my sister." As you can see, she's quite the cat lover. Also, the two of you stand back, and she holds up the Oleander in her hands. This is what it looks like. Boom. Prot and Trop both take a step back when they see what it is, and they're just like, "Oh, whoa. No poisons in the business. Please. Laura has a huge smirk on her face and is like, "Only if you stop the clanging on a Sunday." And Prot is like, okay. I know when a joke's gone too far. Okay. Jeez, please put that away. She puts it back into the glass jar that she had it in, and she hands it over to Spira. Spira, you've got a sample of Oleander now. It is a bright pink hue. It's quite beautiful if it weren't so poisonous to dog thrope. Yeah, you can add that to your inventory. You've got a jar of Oleander. Oh yeah, Laura then also speaks up. She's like, "Right. The whole reason I came running back straight away, I forgot to tell you, but they'll be coming back soon."
Ooh.
Wolfenstein?
Hadrian
Oh.
and Jareth, their round trip, it takes like about 3 months for them to do a round trip, so they should be here in about 2 weeks. It's 2.5 weeks until the next full moon, but they'll be here in about 2 weeks.
Oh, but 2 weeks is a long time. We don't have that much time here, sadly.
I don't have that much time.
Oh, oh, really? Oh, well,
Yeah. But tell them we said hi, except for Roderick.
okay. Ah.
What? You don't want to say hi to your boyfriend?
You say this in character. Woo! Okay. Sylaris.
I shoot daggers with my eyes towards Nyx.
Spira, give me a perception roll.
I just snicker.
Yeah, you notice that Laura's gone quiet. Watching the two of these two go at each other. Yeah, Laura just kind of keeps quiet about that and just is like, well, yeah. that's what you notice. Like, yeah, doesn't want to get involved in this. You also get the impression that you guys are giving off a somewhat intimidating aura. Compared to the last time she saw you, you guys have gotten quite powerful. You are quite literally using your aura and your imbuement magic and your physical improvements as well on top of that. So yeah, you guys are a bit intimidating. So yeah, Laura just kind of keeps quiet when the two of you are glaring daggers about. Definitely not Sylaris' boyfriend.
It would be really, really lovely to see them again, though. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to make it back until then. We definitely need to go before
Oh,
they
okay.
arrive.
That's such a shame, but there's another reason why I suggested the Paw and Claw. You also realize that it's named the Paw and Claw because of the marriage between Trop and Isabel. It's the Paw and Claw.
Oh.
Yeah, this tavern is known for having some of the best drinks for all clients of both the dog and feline varieties. And that means it attracts a lot of people, even those who are a bit more shady. So if you guys are looking to do some investigation, Trop is like, what do you mean shady? My business is well established. He's like, exactly. It's, you're too good at brewing alcohol. Prot slaps him on the back and goes, and I am really good at banging my hammer. He steps away from Laura as he says that. This is the perfect place to try and investigate shady people who might be doing shady things in the town, is essentially Laura's recommendation. If people were to do meetings, then the Paw and Claw is the most natural place for people to gather together. You look around the room and you can see there are lots of tables and quite a few comfy, cozy corners for quiet conversations. But right now it's the middle of the day, so there's pretty much nobody except for one old guy who's eating some food. Right, so Laura's like, okay, I've given you the dog's bane and I am going to go and chat to the guard. Good luck, and Isabel, please don't steal their cat. You have enough of them already. She's like, oh, fine. Yes, there are several more cats in this building. And maybe even some dogs outside. It is the Paw and Claw after all. Prot is like, well, I'm not allowed to smith today since I did tell Laura I'd stop it for today. Yeah, if you guys have anything you want made or repaired, I'll give you a discount as well.
Yes, I was about to ask about, do I still have my broken sword on me?
Yes, you picked up the pieces. You would
I
have
kind of
picked
miss
up the
having
pieces.
2 swords.
Yeah. You can ask him now or you can ask him later.
I'll just ask him now since he's here. Do you think it's possible you can repair, and then I take it out and then I show my damaged sword. Can you repair this?
Kitsune's blade. Katana? Yeah, katana, that's it. Okay, katana. It's a different style to how I would make a sword. We do get a lot of trade thanks to Hadrian and Jareth with your island, so might have a manual somewhere in the shed. I'll have to go have a look, but if I remember correctly, it's there's 2 types of steel that's used. One is harder in the front and one's softer in the back. I don't fully understand why, but you know, I just slap together a good old piece of metal and it does the killing pretty good. But I can give it my best shot. And if it doesn't work out so well, you know, I won't charge you if I break it. I mean, you can't get it any worse than this already is.
As long as it's usable.
All right.
I trust this in your hands.
And Trop is like, and as for our business, I will say, since you're working with my brother and Laura's taken a liking to you and she's my sister-in-law, how about I will let you guys 2 gold pieces each and you can stay for as long as you want and eat as much as you like. That's a pretty good deal.
It's a pretty good
That
deal.
is a good deal. All you can eat for just 2 gold pieces.
And right now he only sees 3 of you. Because they don't know what's in the Ember Line.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, I will trust you guys to subtract that from your inventories. Just 2 gold pieces each. I mean, gold is like quite valuable, but I mean, it's all you can eat and you can stay for as long as you want. You also can see Isabel is very happy because she definitely wanted the cat to stay. She actually offers to feed Truffles. So you're led upstairs to your rooms. Each of you get your own room individually because each of you paid. Who gets Truffles and Hyacinth?
Me.
Okay. So Truffles and Hyacinth will be with Sylaris. Nyx and Spira, you each get your own room. It is, again, medieval European styled. So there is just basic bedding and a table and a candle for you guys to light
I'm just
up.
happy to sleep in an actual bed again.
Can I ask for a tub? Just a wooden tub filled with water.
Isabel says to you, well, we do have baths downstairs that most of the guests like to use, but I could go and find an old tub I can come bring up as well if you'd like. I mean,
Oh, I will bring it up. It's quite heavy.
Oh.
It's just better for me to sleep in water.
Okay. I won't say no because it is quite heavy. I will bring up the water though. Do you want river water or ocean water? Which would you prefer?
Ocean water, if I can choose.
She looks at Trop, giving him a knowing look, and she goes, fetch.
Cool.
And he's like, well, gold is gold, as he like has a wag in his tail as he grabs a bucket and heads out to the port.
I like these husbands here.
Right. Isabella's like, don't worry, dinner will be, we're still serving lunch, so I've still got some leftovers if that would make you happy. Yeah, let me do that quick. Yeah, she guides everybody to the room and she says, after I bring up the tub, I'll serve you guys up a late lunch.
Thank you.
I assume that Prot took your swords as well. Nyx, just your broken sword, not Jira's sword.
Just the broken one.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys each have your own room. She brings up a serving of duck. It's deep fried duck meat with shredded potato like chips. So it's like a potato that's been mashed and then fried in the duck fat. So they are absolutely delicious nuggets. And given the state of your journey, this is probably one of the most delicious meals you've had in the past few months. Like,
Oh my God.
the Monkey King's banquet was mostly simple foods like delicious fruits and dried meats. But as far as cooking goes, the Seraph and the Sonwu are not the greatest. So you guys enjoy a absolutely delicious meal.
Can I ask for a handful of fruits just to give it to Hyacinth?
Yeah, sure, you can do that. That's perfectly fine. While you guys are doing this, you see Trop trotting back and forth from the port with buckets of ocean water. And after a brief while, Sylaris, you have your bed bathtub with
Thank
fresh
you.
ocean water. Gold
Thank
is
you.
gold, he says with a smile. He's like, just please don't ask me to change it every day. As you can see, he's got quite a sweat.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, once every few days we can swap it out.
It doesn't matter if it's a little bit stale. It's fine. Thank you.
Perfect. After a brief while, the sun starts to set a little bit. You hear a very soft pinging of Prot secretly working on your swords without drawing Laura's attention. Every now and then you hear the ever so subtle like ding, as if he's like moved somewhere else and is working on it. And yeah, the tavern downstairs, the eating hall, slowly starts to fill up with people. What do you guys do? Because your rooms are private rooms, so every now and then you can open your door and stand on the rafters and look down at the people gathering and eating food and such. So yeah, you can choose to keep an eye from above, or you can try and mingle within the group, or you can do something completely different that I haven't expected. What is it that you'd like to do?
I think I will just inspect them from afar. I don't want to mingle.
Okay, Spira and Nyx, what do you guys want to do?
I have a bit of an idea. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but like cats have a good sense of smell. Can Truffle smell the oleander that I got and see if someone smells somewhat like that?
Give me an animal control roll. So your charisma and manipulation. So Truffles gives it a bit of a sniff, and he jumps down and he starts to weave amongst the crowd in order to try and seek things out. You notice that he's checking everybody one by one, but so far it doesn't seem that he's found it at all. But he did find a mouse, so he pounces on that very excitedly. He wiggles his butt and leaps onto it and like devours it whole. You could swear you heard muffled screams from the shadow, but...
Can I use my spirit sense to vibe check the area?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Oh, I have spirits. See if anyone gives me bad vibes.
All right. So far, the mood in the drinking hall seems to be quite excited, as everybody is eager for the delicious food, which you've now experienced. Everyone is eager for the delicious food and the good drink. So the mood overall in the hall is very positive. Just a bustling town. Nothing too strange seems to jump out at you, but there does seem to be a couple of people in the hall who are not as happy. You're not entirely sure what it could be, but there are a couple of people somewhere amongst the crowd who, for whatever reasons, have a mixture of negative emotions. So some people could be angry, some could be sad, some could be confused. You're not fully sure, but the general mood is that most people are excited and stuff to be there. Everybody give me a perception roll. So the three of you every now and then go and check on the rafters to look down at the group. Okay, so then I'm going to assume the three of you are standing together. Nyx, you would be in between the two of them, so you don't notice this, but you will notice what Sylaris and Spira spot, because
Oh no.
in one of the corners of the hall, you see piled up several tankards of drink, and you hear the voice of somebody speaking. They're grumbling, they're moaning, they're complaining about something. And the voice sounds a little too familiar. Spira immediately locks eyes with Sylaris and is like, oh no, don't tell Nyx. It's Roderick.
Oh no. How? I thought he's on the ship.
He was supposed to be on the ship.
Why is he here?
I don't know. And I'm kind of just try to hide behind the railings.
Nyx, you notice...
Just look over.
Yeah, Nyx, you notice that these two are acting a bit strange. Give me another perception roll, Nyx.
Perception and highest mental.
No! You have no idea what these two are doing.
I'm just completely clueless what's going on.
Can we eavesdrop a little bit?
Sure. So I'm going to add in two things here. So while you're eavesdropping, I'm not going to make you roll another perception because Spira got plus 20. I mean, 20 above. So yeah, you hear him complaining about being stuck here. Something about being abandoned. Something about not having friends. Not...
So nothing new.
Shouldn't trust... Should never trust... Another drink! You see Trop is very happily going over and puts out a hand for some coin, which begrudgingly Roderick, like, searches every pocket to find a coin to pay for more drink. He's broke! He's been stuck here for 3 months!
Did not let him buy.
Time to go find a job.
Spira, though, because you rolled above 21, give me an intelligence roll. Nyx, also give me one more perception roll because you still haven't realized what these two are up to.
A nat 20.
A nat
20 for Spira.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Nyx,
god.
Nyx, you're still searching the crowd. You have no idea what's going on, but you're gonna figure it out
There's
eventually.
Too many people.
Sylaris is doing everything in their power to make sure Nyx doesn't notice.
Yes.
What is going on? I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Right. So, Spira, congratulations on that nat 20. I wasn't expecting a nat 20 so soon. You realize... Oh, just a second. I need to get this up. Can you see him?
Yeah.
You notice that his shirt is the exact same color as the oleander that you were on the flower that Laura gave you earlier.
Oh, the dirt bag.
So then, you may have found Agent Oleander. Just maybe.
Or maybe he just has poor taste. I mean, this guy, could he handle it?
You chose Port Oppa. I gave you 4 locations last week, okay? I was dying with laughter when you guys chose Oppa.
It was the closest. That was the only logical choice.
I was laughing so much yesterday. Because last week, because I was just like, they chose the Roderick agent.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well then.
Perfect timing, though. We went back to the port.
Right. So what do you guys do? He is consuming copious amounts of alcohol and is low on cash. That's the information you've been able to glean so far from his somewhat drunk grumbling. You also get the impression that a lot of people in the hall are used to this and no longer pay him attention.
Maybe we should have a chat with him.
I think we should. Do you want to try and charm him?
No. No. I'm
Meanwhile, I'm
sorry,
so
Spira, but
clueless.
not even for the unicorn children will I charm him.
I mean, fair. I don't think I could stomach it either.
I'm
But
thinking
you
of-
like
Can I do perception again?
Yes, you are still completely
I think I have an idea if I could just spot him.
No. You are leaned pretty much your entire top half is leaning over the rafters trying to see what these two saw. Like, where is it? Like you're using your 3 tails to keep yourself balanced. Like, where is it?
I'm looking too hard now.
Like subtlety has gone out the window. A couple of people down there have noticed this weird behavior. They're like, what the hell is going on? Don't worry, Roderick is too immersed in himself to notice anyone else. Oh, woe is me.
Maybe we should drag him into a secluded area and start questioning him there.
I thought you said you were going to beat him up or something.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think we need to
is
drag
synonymous
him.
with him up in my vocabulary.
I think we can just ask him to follow us and he's gonna follow us. That might drag less people's eyes towards us.
Yeah, you're right. We should try that.
Oh, no. Dog's bane. It makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Lady Morgana had a cruel sense of humor when she picked that one as his code name. And on that bombshell, we shall call it for the evening.
The next episode should be right here. Thanks for watching.